The wings of hope. In a poor neighborhood on the outskirts of the city lived a boy named Kareem, 12 years old. He was physically weak but filled with ambition. Since childhood, he loved looking at the sky and watching aeroplanes soar far away. Every time he saw a plane, he would whisper to himself, "One day, I will be a pilot." But poverty stood as a major obstacle. His father worked in a small workshop, and his mother sold bread in the market. They barely earned enough for food. Yet Kareem never lost hope. Kareem excelled in school, loving mathematics and science. Yet his classmates mocked him whenever he spoke of becoming a pilot. One of them said, "You can't even afford a school bag. How will you fly a plane?" Kareem smiled but said nothing. Deep inside, he vowed to prove that poverty could never kill dreams. At night, he would sit on the rooftop of his rundown home, sketching airplanes in an old notebook and writing, "This is my dream, and I will make it come true." One day, a retired pilot named Uncle Hassan visited the school to give a lecture on aviation. He was old, yet his eyes sparkled with pride. Kareem sat in the front row, recording every word with passion. After the lecture, he approached the pilot and said, "I want to be like you, a pilot." The old man smiled and placed his hand on Kareem's shoulder. "If your dream is real, never let it go. You must work hard and be stronger than your circumstances." These words ignited a spark in Kareem's heart. As Kareem grew, he began working after school in a small shop to save money. He was exhausted, yet never forgot his dream. Uncle Hassan became his mentor, giving him books about aviation and teaching him to study independently. However, life was not easy. When his father was injured at work, Kareem had to work longer hours to support the family. Still, he studied at night under a dim lamp until exhaustion made him sleep. Upon graduating from high school with excellence, Kareem received a scholarship to a flight academy. It was an unforgettable moment when he stood in front of his family holding the acceptance letter, tears in his eyes. He said to his mother, "Look, Mom, my dream is starting to come true." At the academy, he was surrounded by wealthy classmates who had everything. Yet, he did not mind. He knew he was fighting for his dream, and the sky did not care who was rich or poor. During his first practical flight on a small plane, Kareem made a mistake that nearly cost him his life. The plane shook violently, and the instructor had to intervene. Kareem felt defeated, believing he had failed. Then he remembered Uncle Hassan's words. "The sky gives its wings only to those who fall and rise again." Kareem rose stronger, trained harder, and soon became one of the top students in his class. After years of perseverance, Kareem finally stood before his family in pilot uniform, smiling proudly. It was his first day flying a real passenger plane. As the plane soared into the sky, he looked out the window and remembered the dilapidated rooftop where he once sat as a child, staring at the heavens. He smiled and whispered to himself, "A dream born in the heart can reach the sky." From that day, Kareem became a symbol of hope in his neighborhood, proving that poverty could never stop anyone from flying with the wings of hope. If you like the story, don't forget to like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive all that is new.